take a loss, I be stacking on my light green. Only 17, I'm retropin', nobody like me. Shorty pulling to the crib, I want her right beside me. She gon' call me frozen, by the way, I'm always icy. The way that she be blowing, I'ma read her, call her Riley. Diamonds on my pinky, she be dancing that.
Hello, everyone. We are back here with another day, another match. Last night, we saw the match between Excelli Esports and Team Aurelius. That was an interesting match. It was a bit of a back and forth fight between these teams. But today, we're here with two fresh new teams. We have SE Necrosis on one hand, and on the other hand, we have Team Nevius. So we do see a few familiar names. At least I am familiar with these names. We have Lethal Fields, Murgiman, and with them joining is Crane and Fury. So these guys, they have been on multiple renowned rosters, and let's see how they do in this new roster with the SE Necrosis team. But on the other side, we have Rebel, we have Aitzneco, we have Arxic. I'm really not sure how to pronounce that name, but yeah, we have him, and we have Papa Dog and Wreckit on the side of Team Nevius. So the match is just about to begin, and we'll see how it goes. We do see a bit of an the operator choices. It's pretty much tried and tested. You have two duelists, the Phoenix and the Jet from the side of SE, and we have with them a Sova, Astra, and a Killjoy. So usually we do see the Killjoy on the defender side too, because they will be using that Killjoy to just hunger down onto the A side, put up as many as those Killjoy utilities as they can, and just slow down the pace of these attackers. Only one person in the A side is the Killjoy, whereas Astra is holding onto Gardens. We see already Fury trying to flash and go in through A main. Will quickly pick up the orb, and that should be an A take completely, as the brunt of the fight is coming into Garden. Murgiman will go in with the Owl Drone, does spot out the utility and also the Astra, and he has to just run away. And oh, that was not some good shooting, as he wasn't just able to take down the drone, and the side control is given away. The spike has been planted, the door has been closed, and Arxic got the first the frag onto Lethal. So now it's a 4v3. Yeah, the player on top of ramp was hurt, and Crane was quick to take him out. Fields, though, has Rebel right in front of him. Classic, not the best of the guns to take a long-range fight with, but he doesn't actually need to take the fight. He just needs the clock to run out so that Rebel cannot get in and get the defuse. Crane is very low HP, so he will be dead in a shot. But Rebel, does he want to save the ghost? No, he wants to take a fight onto Fields, and the other players, they're just going away. So Rebel should also be looking... Oh, no, he just won't be looking to save anything, and he dies to the blast. The first round going towards SE. So, with the pistol round going towards the way of SE, they should have some residual cash in the bank, and they'll be going for a Fantal, will be Fury. So, that's an interesting thing to see, but already a tech pause has been called from the side of Nevius, so we'll just wait for that.
Here.
And after the tech pause, the round has just begun. We see Crane leading the brunt of the charge with the Spectre. All of these players are just piled up inside of there. Then Revel gets one, gets two, and that should really slow things down from the side of SE. They had the better guns. They lost the Vandal. They lost a Spectre, and now they lost two players. They're just looking to find any way that they can get back into the round, because 2 kills, all that with pistols, does really send out a strong message. Rebel is low HP though. He has a classic in his hand. The Astra utility gets posted up, so there will be some kind of gravity wells and smokes right there. But okay, Fury does not see the player inside of the smoke. They're trying to spam it, but they won't find anyone. And time is ticking. 50 seconds left on the clock. The spike is going to get planted, and nearly Fury losing his head for it. He does throw the hands out and heals himself. On the other side, Lethal takes care of everything else, and Fury closes it out. The second round, although it started a bit sketchy from the side of the SE, they really pulled their pants back up and won the round. Now we're going into round number 3. This is the round where Nevius should have weapons in their hands. They are not shying away from all of those phantoms and a single vandal. Fury though pops up the run it back. He sees a player spotted, but he is blind as a bat, and now he just takes so much control into the side. The Killjoy even gets popped. Wreck-It though sees a player and he drops it, and with that was the spike dropped. Attacker Killjoy goes to its full extent, but still the spike is just dropped out in the open. 2 owl drones going towards the way of both these players. Does spot out a few, so now it's up to Fury to get back and get the spike. The doorway has been smoked off by the Jet, so, and Fields even gets yet another frag, so the spike is now down, and Crane gets another one, Fields gets another one, and it is all now down to Papa Dog with that Vandal in hand. He's getting aggressed by Crane, and he dies at his hands. So after that loss in the last round, after buying all of those weapons, Nevius now are down to Spectres and Sheriffs only. Fury pushes in. This is the first time we're seeing a B attack, and the Killjoy has just run away into the side. Market door gets closed off, and now it's down to these players to just find and pick off these defenders and just get entry into the side. Neko is 7 HP, is low, 0 HP. Fury gets 1 frag, but immediately gets shot at the back of his head. Papa Dog gets him, and now Mugiman with the Vandal should be easy shots for him, but Revel with the Spectre does get some frags. On the other side, though, Fields gets 1 frag, but immediately gets traded out. Rebel will heal himself up, and now he has to go up against Crane and Lethal. Lethal is so low HP, he should die within a shot, but Rebel, he's low on bullets, and Crane will spot him first onto the ramp. And that is yet another round going towards SE. And that's a team ace. Each of those players from their team got a single kill onto the last round. And yet again, Nevius have the option to buy rifles, and Wreck-It is bringing out that operator, and where will he peek? That is a question that will be answered very soon. He is looking to peek into A main. Let's see if he can find any picks or not, but I don't think he will actually, because there's nobody pushing there. It seems like a B call has been made from SE. Flashes go out, Killjoy turret gets popped, flashes get popped, Fury even flashes himself up and gets slowed down. Neko, that will be an easy kill coming out from him. That gravity well just slowed down everyone from the attacker side, although the site is just given away. Crane was looking to get into the defender's spawn and maybe find a player or two. Again, Lethal going in, spots a player, damages him, but oh no, not a lot of frags going towards their way. With that, the spike dropped into market, and the only person, Mugiman, gets only 1 kill. That was courtesy of his shock dart, but he will just get gunned down, and the operator comes out swinging, but they didn't pick it up at the end. For some reason, that's an expensive gun to lose. That's an expensive gun just to throw away. Even if you want a Phantom in the next round, or Vandal, you should still pick it up and drop it for someone else. And I believe Wreck-It was the capable player of handling that operator. But let's see, still, SE have a lot of money. They can buy into this round. This is the only round they've lost. They're going for a B push once again. Astro Wall gets popped. Flashes get popped. And utility being thrown out everywhere. Oh no, they die to the Killjoy Swarm Grenade, and Crane seems to have full control of this side. They can just go in. They can just go in for the plant. Astra utility getting posted up. The spikes dropped. And again, Swarm Grenades being placed, making sure the push can be stopped. Lethal Astra Wall has to go down now. Fields does see the turret. But, sorry, the drone, but another one will be able to take it out. Papa Dog gets the spam through into Crane. Fields is playing a very dangerous game. Will he find anyone? No, he is not. Lethal is the only person alive. He is stunned. Nobody is finding him, but Arctic will. That is the end of him. SE lose 2 rounds back to back.
Placing sentry.
Okay, here we go. Round number 7. And SE, both of the times they tried to go push onto B, they failed. And now the one-way works towards the way of Nevius. Rival gets the first frag onto Fury. And this is maybe the final gun round from the side of SE. Morgy man, why are you putting your gun away? And he dies for that. Rebel gets 3 frags, and now it's down to a 2v4 from the side of SE. Fields is trying to get entry onto the side. He does have a capable weapon, but Rebel is holding the angle, and Rebel will get his 4th. Will he get the ace? He does, and Rebel is just cleaning up the board. Already the only person to break double digits is Rebel, courtesy of that ace in the last round. So now things get a little bit tricky for SE. They want to buy, but they're not. They're going to buy pistols. Only Fields buying that Spectre, and I believe Crane is saving up to buy an operator in the next round. Why else would you have 3,000 cash residual and not buy a Spectre? So Crane now looking to peek onto mid, get a few headshots if he can, but the brunt of the attack again going towards B. The spike is still dropped in T-spawn, so they haven't really committed onto any site, but Papa Dog with that shock dart gets the head of Mugiman. Sova v Sova, Papa wins it. Rebel does pick up the orb, so he will just die for it. But yeah, that's an early frag going towards the way of SE, and that is a gun that is recoverable. Wreck-It, though, with the operator, he is ready to take all the fights. Vandal gets picked up by Crane. Does he know that Wreck-It might be there? As soon as the smoke fades, it is lights out for one of these players. No, Wreck-It. He will be safely able to go back. Crane is still not giving away this angle. He is making sure to clear out everything he can. The Killjoy is following him up. There's the only one player inside of A. So if they can get the initial pick onto him, that is the A side completely open, smoked
30
off.
seconds left.
Does the door does get smoked off, and Crane just goes inside. That is a bit of a missed updraft, and now he's just left all alone into the side. He dropped down. Fury though gets a frag onto SE Necrosis, but Arctic and Wreck-It clean it up, and the score is now tied 4-4. So yeah, all the momentum, all the rounds that SE Necrosis had gained, that's just gone.
Turret out.
Okay, round number 9. SE are trying something different. They're going for a mid push. Fury, though, finds a frag onto SE Neko. And Crane, he's holding that operator and Wreck-It as he peeks. He might just die. Really? Oh, no. Fury, though, finds a frag. Crane looks away, and he will die for it. Wreck-It is just ready. And now the A side is completely open, but the Astra doesn't know it, so he will have to wait. Fury, though, oh, the ultimate dies, and he himself dies lethal. Pushing in, does not find Rebel. Rebel finds the kill, and it's down to Fields. He does have the spike with him, and that Lear does spot him out. So now everyone in the server knows where he is. He just opens up the door. How will he play this? He goes to plant the spike, and now this gives these defenders some time to get back into the site. Knives out knives are out and onto the head of Fields. He did get the spike down, but that's the only thing he will be able to do. Another round going towards the way of Nevius. That's 5 back-to-back round win, and the first time they're getting the lead on this match. Yeah, leading the main force of this charge is Rebel. He got that ace in that round, and he just keeps clearing everyone up. And a timeout has been called by SE. So they really need to speak between themselves and make sure everything is going like however they want it to. Because the start, that was beautiful, but after that, after the 5th round, I don't know what happened to them. They just could not gather themselves. Let's see if they can after this timeout. Okay, the timeout is over, so they still have 20 seconds to talk out between themselves. But let's see what they actually do. This time around, they do decide to go for a mix by Crane, though. Only Shepard in his hand. Lethal has an ultimate. Murugiman also has an ultimate, but on the attacker side, the Sova ultimate, it really shines on the defender side, mostly, or after the post-plant situation. Fury, once again, flashing in, getting that orb as fast as he could. Remember, he wasted his ultimate in the last round, and now again, Jet dashing into the side. Alarm bots going off. Crane, he does not spot the player, but SE Neko sees him and takes him out, and it is full house from the side of Nevius. Those Spectres could not do any damage to the players of Nevius, and they just cleaned the board. Maximum cash on all of them. Wreck-It has 9,000. Every one of these players had a lot of money. They did spend some of it on utility. But now, what will SE do? They do have a bit of money to work things out with, but Crane, he's going for that Vandal full armor. Oh no, he changed it to Phantom, but yeah, full armor on 2 players from SE. And remember, this is the last 2 rounds of the okay, it seems like a very end moment. Tech pause 1 second. Why are the for some reason at the timer 1 the
Right here.
walls are open for some reason? Okay, let's see. I guess, yeah, they're ready. We're going in, and the round begins. That's something I never saw. This is the first time for me. But yeah, Rebel does get spotted out by that owl drone, so he will have to fall back. And with the operator, Wreck-It is holding on to mid. He's holding that upper mid position so that nobody can push into Cat and get a pick or two. He's still peeking, and he will get the head off of Lethal. That is a costly jump to make. And now the players of SE, they are just divided. They don't know where to go. The spike is still dropped near T-spawn, so they can just switch it up and go back. But they're trying to see if they can find any early frags onto these players from Nevius. They can't. These players from Nevius are just too good. They're too cautious. They're not going to give you any free peeks whatsoever. Yeah, it seems like the players from SE, they're not going to take any chances either. They still have 40 seconds to go for them. The recon dart will go off, and the killjoy turret will spot out the Phoenix right in front of B. He's the only person there, and it's looking not too good for SC. They have 20 seconds to get into the site and go for the plant. That is not enough time, and Morgiman gets caught with the arrow in his hand, and it seems like there's nothing to do for SC. Just call a save. Just call a save. Save the guns. Just save. It's 4 seconds. Don't lose the guns. You don't have enough money to buy into the next round, the last round of the half. Poor calls made from SE. I don't think they can fully buy into this round. They should have held on to the guns. The time had just gone way too far. SE, it seems like they're just tilted. Something is not going right for them. They should be calm and collected in these situations and just play for the map and not the round. I honestly do not know why they did what they actually did in the last round. And Crane again, Spectres and full armors from all of them. Let's see if they can get any picks or two. They're still going for that B attack. It hasn't been successful, but here's to hoping it will be this time. They do have the weaker weapons, and everyone, like most of the defense from the side of Envious is flocking towards B. The Astra, he's getting challenged by a player. Attacker utility going out, and Defender Killjoy. Both of those Killjoys are going out, and Hunter's Fury also comes out from from SE, and he takes out that Defender Killjoy. There is a player detained inside of the site. He gets spotted out, but Hull gets shot in the back, and that is just unfortunate. Exeneco picks up 3 frags for his trouble, and now Fury is all alone, and he will join his brothers in death. As it's 8 back-to-back rounds won by Nevius. It is looking dire for SE Necrosis. They just cannot find a single round for the love of them.
I should probably place some stars in the astral plane. I should. Spike is here.
Okay, so that was a quick attack pause from the side of Nevius. They are the ones winning. Don't be confused, but they still wanted to go for that attack pause after their sides did swap, so they will get some of that comms flowing in and making sure everyone is up to date onto the attacker strats as they do go out into this attack. They're really gearing up towards B though. Let's see how it actually goes. A lot of mixed pistol buys, but if they can win it, it's all worth it. Exeneco will be posting up, but will be losing 60 of his HP for setting up that turret. And yeah, that is audio cues going towards the Sova that okay, someone was damaged, and Exeneco will lose more HP. He's down to 17. Will he be able to survive? Will he be able to get any kills whatsoever? Again, these players get spotted out by that Killjoy turret, and the defenders, they're slowly making those rotations. Again, more players spotted, and the dash comes out. Lethal though was flashed, but did manage to get the kill. There was a player onto ramp. And all of those players are now dead. Arctic, the only person alive onto mid, 64 HP. He was left, but now he's down to 0 HP, and a little bit of BM coming out from Mugiman. He is not satisfied after that kill. He just wants to make sure he's dead. So fires a few bullets onto his head, and yeah, that is the streak, the 8-round streak broken of Envious. And now, will SE be able to mount a comeback?
Turret out.
Okay, round number 14, we're going. And sorry, Nevius, they don't have, I keep on saying envious. Yeah, Nevius, they don't have much to do. They're going in with pistols. There are the players from SE who have specters in their hands, and those specters will be useful in getting a lot of the kills. But the spike was planted, so that is some extra cash going towards the way of Nevius. That will help them buy rifles and utility in the past round, and they're just going in. The spike was defused, and Fury just goes in, collects the kill. But still, from the side of Nevius, they did what they planned to do: get the spike down with 4-5 classics in hand. And that was what was done. Very calm and collected and combined play coming out from SE. But Crane this time around does have a lot of cash in his hand. So will he be going for that AR? He actually can go for that AR. Yeah, he's going. I'm a bit confused as Crane is, but yeah, they still are spread out. One player made it 2-player both sides, and SE Necro will be using that turret to spot out a few players if there is any presence there or not. And on mid, Pop Dog does get spotted, so good use of utility coming from the side of SE. The Sova is up on Cat. If the smokes dissipate, he will be able to get some info onto these players. But SE Necro, he is still making sure that nobody pushes in from B, goes for the flank. Crane, though, is going to be saving up for that operator. He doesn't need it. He's just going to get the sheriff frag, and that's a free phantom, which he's not going to pick up. But Mugiman, he's still holding on to Garden. He is just waiting for any footstep that can be heard. He swings. He gets caught. And does he catch a player? Yes, he does. He has the ghost in hand. Picks up the Vandal. And Papa Dog was just stuck right there. He could not move for the love of himself. And now it's all down to Arctic. And a failed attack coming out from Nevius, courtesy of Mugiman standing tall inside of Gardens. So this is a good round coming out from SE. They have all of their players alive, and they can even find a few guns for their trouble. They can trade out those Spectres for Phantoms and Vandals if they actually want to. Fury is going on, and yeah, he is heard. Actually absolutely knows where he is, and they send Crane, the person with the weakest gun power, to go in for that fight. Arctic does get tagged, but he does get a frag at the end, so that is one gun taken away. But yeah, SE do have cash for days, and now they are down to 1 round difference, and a tech pause called from Nevius.
Turret out.
Here.
Here we go with round number 16, and Nevius, they don't have that many weapons, only a Phantom. That Revel saved up in the last round, so they're going to make do with whatever they had. The Killjoy Turret did spot a player, but that gets easily destroyed, so that is an easy pickings. Crane, though, finds a frag with the Operator, and Echo does get spotted by that Aldron. Rebel, though, finds a lot of space inside of A. The only pair inside of A is lethal. So if he dies, that's all of that utility gone wasted. They are still holding up, waiting, biting their tongue. And lethal should be popping those swarm grenades. Yes, he does. Wreck-It, though, just moves away from the crosshairs. But yeah, lethal just does it and feels within the smoke, gets the frag, and a clear win coming out from SE, and the scores are now tied up. 4 rounds back-to-back win coming out from SE Necrosis. So after the side swap, everything is going just swimmingly for SE. They are all getting all the kills, trading it in between themselves. So it's an equal back-to-back kill count from themselves. Lethal has 14, Moorgyman and Fury both have 11, and Crane and Fields are on the bottom side, but still, they are pulling their weight. A mid push coming out from Nevius. They are trying to see what they can find, but Crane is the first one to find Rebel, and Wreck-It does get spotted. The 100 Fury pops out, and Wreck-It will get tagged a little bit, but has to use the last resort, the dash, to dash out of that. Moorgyman still will be using that recon dart to spot with him out. Wreck-It, he's just holding his holding his guard, holding his ground, and trying to see if he can find anyone with the Operator, but he can't, so he has to fall back. The spike is still near B, so let's see how Papa Dog tries to get it inside of B with his friends. Still, Arxic is holding, making sure nobody flanks in from A. The Astra utility getting popped up should be a dead giveaway that the attack is coming in here. Moorgyman comes out of the market and finishes at Sineko. Fury finishes Papa Dog, and Wreck-It is the last person alive to be in front of B. He should really be going for that Operator save. Gets spotted out with that recon dart. Moorgyman, will he be able to do anything? Yes, he does. He gets 2 frags for his trouble, 3 frags in the round, and a little bit of teabag coming out from his end. And Lethal, Moorgyman both tie up the scoreboard on 15.
Turret out.
Okay, another round, another eco coming out from Nevius. They do have 2 Spectres in their hands, so if they can do something with that, it's going to be very useful for them. But still, they're going up against ARs and a fully loaded cache SE Necrosis. So how will they be able to fare out? Fields, though, gets a few tags onto the Rebel, but still, Papa Dog finds Moorgyman, but Crane is there to help him out. He finds a Wreck-It, and Papa Dog finds yet another one, and now Garden control is completely in the hands of Nevius. They have 4 men up, and Fields and his friend Fury have the better guns, but will they be able to go into the site? They do have a lot of cash, so they should have a pop for it, but how successful will they be? They're checking all the angles. They're making sure they don't get caught off by surprise. Oh, Fields, he hears it, and that is an easy pick onto Arxic. Fury is still inside of Garden. Will he be able to go in? Fields though gets tagged up, and okay, that is a quick frag flick coming out from Fields. Papadog finds Fury, but has the time gone? Okay, Fields, he gets an insane flick onto Papadog, and I believe he has enough time to defuse the spike, and Fields pulls it right out, pulls a rabbit out of his magic hat and wins the round for SE.
Placing sentry.
Okay, so things are getting a little tough for Nevius. They are now 3 rounds away from getting eliminated from this match. So they do manage to buy up a lot of weapons, all ARs in their hands, and Papadog is going to just face check everything with that drone. And an Astro Wall comes out, Killjoy utility comes out, Hunter's Fury comes out, and even tags 2 players, gets one and another one. So that is a quick entry onto the side, and even Fury is detained. So he cannot do anything, and that's a beautiful execution coming out from Nevius. And this just might be their first round win on attack. The 2 players from SE, they really shouldn't be going for this, although they do have a lot of cash saved up in the bank for themselves. Lethal missing shots like those will just make your perils even harder. Okay, yeah, Crane is just gonna get wrapped right now and does not, the operator shot does not hit, and everyone from Nevius just swarms these players, and the first round on attack won by Nevius.
Turret out.
Here. Shot that.
Okay, attack going towards the way, and Wreck-It finds the head of Field, and Arctic finds Fury. So quick 2 frags from the side of Nevius, and now Rebel, he is just has total control of A main. Mugiman peeks in, but he cannot fight 2 players at once, and yeah, he loses his head for it. The only player that is nearly close to A is Crane, where the operator misses the shot, and that is going to make things just harder for him. He does get the spike dropped. He sees a player, knives are out, but he does not find anyone. Lethal, he does not find the head of anyone either, and now Crane will try to get a few frags. He gets one. Okay, Crane, he does it all with those knives and gets the head off of the Killjoy at the end of the round, and now he secures himself. Clutch play coming out from Crane.
What would you all do without me?
Okay, this might be match point possibility coming out from SE. They have, again, all ARs and an operator in the hands of Crane. He was absolutely clinical in the last round. This time around, he does not have those knives out. Fields, though, does have an ultimate ready, and with him, Lethal also does have something going on for him, but Wreck-It does get spotted out, and Lethal will be there to take him out. He does get down a little bit, but Mugiban is there to clean it up. Mugiban loses a life. Lethal also, and the B side is opened up. They will be able to get in and get the plan down. Arctic is posting those utility, smoking everyone, using those gravity wells to slow down this retake coming out from the side of SE. But actually, they really need to be careful for him. Crane finds one, dashes to save his life. But still, a 2v2. Will Crane trade it up? Yes, he does. He goes for the AR, and an Astro Wall comes out, so that will stop him. HZ Neko does get spotted, but does not lose his life. The shotgun comes out, but Arctic is there in front of Market, gets the frag onto Fields, and now they're just one round away from tying it all up.
Turret out.
Okay, let's go. This time around, SE don't have the best of weapons. Crane tried to dash back, and he gets stopped by his friend, and now it's kind of an eco round. Mugiman and Crane were the only ones who were able to save a little bit and have some of that cash ready for them. So they did buy into ARs, but Nevius, they're not taking any chances. They are slowly peeking these angles, making sure they have every corners ready to peek, and all of the players. The most of the defense is on A because the two players that are on the B side, they just face checked everything, clean everything up. Rain was inside of Wine, but he gets spotted and he's dead. But the Hot Hands does stop out the attack. But oh, they should be heard. They should be heard by these two players. And are they going back? What are they
You
gonna
are
do?
divided.
It's a bit of a confusing situation coming out from the attackers. Oh, they are going
30
into
seconds
A once again.
You should run.
Oh, attacker killjoy gets popped. This should be easy. Picking is coming out from these guys. Hunter's Fury gets popped from from Mugiman, but I don't think he will be. Yeah, he does catch someone, but Mugiman finds Rebel. Will he be able to find another one though? No, he just spams all of his weapon, and he does see SE Neko just dodging his bullets, running away, but it's a 1v3. It's not an easy task to do. Arctic is there, and he will be able to take Mugiman down, and the scores are now tied 11-11. Oh, and again, timeout call from SE. So we're gonna go for a little bit of a pause. A little bit of tunes going on from that butterfly knife inspection. But yeah, timeout's over. We'll be shortly getting into the match. So Nevius, it's after the side swap. It has been total domination, but Nevius does manage to pick up a few rounds here and there. So that has side the scores to now 11-11. Let's see if Nevius can win this round and regain the lead that they had. Again, the attackers, they're looking to peek into B, but there's a lot of defender utility there. So they need to be really, really careful. The spike isn't committed anywhere, so they're just looking to get any peaks that they can, maybe a few frags here and there. They're going to use that utility to just bring out any players that are inside of the site. The smoke will get popped again. Arena Flash going in to stop anyone from attacking, but the spam does come out and the alarm bot gets triggered, and Nevius Rebel is now down to 69 HP. Crane though finds Arctic, and Rebel, he has a very deep position into the site. Morgiman will get spotted out, but still is able to get a frag, and now Rebel is still here. He's still waiting. He's still waiting for someone to just run into his crosshairs and die, but the spike seems to have committed towards A. Wreckit has somewhat control of A, but Rebel, he sees one and he takes him out, so he will heal himself up, but Field is there quickly with the trade. Crane gets Wreckit, and now it's all down to SE Nico, and he is alive no more. Match point posted by SE.
Match point.
Placing sentry.
Okay, this is do or die for Nevius. If they win this round, we go to overtime, and if they lose it after that long skirmish, they will lose this map. So it's a best of one. So if you lose the map, you lose the match. Wreckit does get spotted out by that recon bolt, so he has to fall back right now. But still, nobody near actually in mid. But Arctic does find SE Crane on top of A, so this will force some of the defenders to just go back to A, reinforce that site, make sure nobody pushes into it, and really making sure that they close it out in this round. But still, it's a tough task if you are already a man down. Still, everyone from Nevius is just taking things slow. They're not rushing. They are just taking their time, making sure the site that they choose is the right one. Okay, they're still not
30
sure.
seconds
Okay,
left.
it seems like they will be committing towards B as it's 30 seconds left. And the spike is near that. Ejineko does get in, but does not catch the turret. Okay, Lethal is inside. Will he be able to find anyone? He does find two, but Wreckit finally shuts him down. It's a it's a 1v3 right now.
left.
Feels, can he do the 1v3 clutch
Spike
to win
planted.
this round for them? It does spot out one player going inside of Boathouse. Will they peek it though? Nope, they're not giving him any peeks. Oh, he sees Wreckit. He sees Papa Dog. Wreckit, the knives are out. Oh no, he just runs away. And he finds yet another one, but Arctic ties up the scoreline, and we are going to overtime.
Switching sides. Overtime.
Turret out.
So, first round of overtime, Rebel trying to peek into A. Wreckit has that operator. They will be taking out the killjoy turret, so that operator shot should be a dead giveaway. That they don't push A. SE are inside of mid. Arctic, he's in the smoke. Fury, will you be able to save your friend? Oh no, Arctic just gets Crane, and he even gets Morgan Fury. He was just not looking the right way, and this is not a good start coming out from SE. Alarm bot triggered, and they know there's people onto mid. And the spike was going towards B though, but they're going to get back. And now they slow things down. Again, onto mid. Fields is there joining the likes of Fury. Fury is still checking that if anyone is making any rotations inside of B. There is a player on ramp. Willie gets spotted. He gets hurt and he gets taken down. Lethal is still there. Does he spot out Rebel? He does, but the shots, they do not hit. Rebel
Spike
kills
down A.
Lethal, and that is the spike just down. And thus it Wreck-It finds the operator shot on to Fields, and Fury finds one, cannot find Papa Dog, and he is just dead. And the first round of overtime goes towards Nevius.
Switching sides. Match point.
And now, again, the back and forth, the tug of war continues, and this might be the end of the map if Nevius do manage to close it out.
Turret out.
Oh, pause being called from Nevius. Seems like a player DC'd. It happens.
Placing sentry.
Okay, tech pause is over and we're back. It's the final push coming out from SE. If they cannot win it, all of the hard work that they did to come back into this match will be done. And thus is one player each spotted from the side of both these teams. The swarm grenade does go out. Will it make... yeah, it will dislodge a bit of Morgan Man. He gets still tagged, still alive, and he won't be able to get anyone as he just gets hampered by every position, and they finally managed to take him out. The orb goes towards the way of Papa Dog, so he will be 2 pops away from getting that ultimate. But on the other side, Arxic does get the frag onto Lethal, so Crane really has to worry if anyone is coming in from Garden. Nobody actually is, but they really have to worry about where these attackers are coming to, and they hedge their
Need that back.
to the
Covering it.
wrong side
it.
because most
Need
of the
that back.
attackers are going towards the A, and all of that utility just being taken out of B should be a sign that the
30 seconds
push
left.
is coming into A. That smoke will slow things down slightly, but will they manage to do anything? Those Astra utilities being posted up should be a dead giveaway that these players are going in. Fields is going for a flank. Will he go up through Cat? Will he be able to find Papa Dog? The spike is being planted at the last final few moments, but Fields, he was too preoccupied with taking that door down, and Papa Dog just hears him and takes him out. Crane though finds one, finds 2. Fury finds yet another one. It
One
is a
enemy
2v2, essentially a 2v1.
player
Fury,
standing.
low HP, gets taken out. Crane is also very low HP against Wreck-It. He does spot him, I believe, but he's not sure where he is, and Wreck-It gets the final nail in the coffin, and Nevius are your winners. A close matchup coming out from both these teams. They just went so close head to head with each other. GG's indeed, but Nevius do come out as the winners. We had to go to overtime. 4-12 is the scoreline, and Nevius take the map for themselves. So yeah, I believe that was the last stream from us for today. Tomorrow we'll be back with more matches in the MCM Valorant Power Up tournament sponsored by StarTech. Till then, everyone stay healthy. Good night.